Good morning and welcome back to the channel. It's a brand new day and it's a beautiful day. Sorry you got to hear Tucker panting right now. We were just running over by Moonscape Overlook. Had a beautiful night. Got about 3 hours of sleep last night and woke up at 3 a.m. for the starry night. I'm with a friend of mine named Alan. I met him from one of my YouTube videos on the Moonscape Overlook, and he came out from Canada to go on this trip. So we're doing some starry night photography, and now I'm showing him the Bentonite Hills. Speaking of which, this trail review is going to be brought to you by Torch Off-Road. They reached out to me a while back and asked if I wanted to do a little collaboration project on a trail, and I said absolutely, I'd love to showcase one of the beautiful trails in Utah. Stay tuned, we're going to get some beautiful views. It's going to be a great day. I didn't air down for this trip. I'm currently at about 35 or 36 PSI. I am on two 55/80/17s, and I wanted to show you that it's possible to do this trail without airing down. Normally I would air down using my Morphlate, but today we're doing something a little different. I figured if Alan's not getting aired down in his rental car, I'm not going to air down in my 4Runner, so we're going to deal with it together. Obviously my suspension is better than the stock Jeep Wrangler, but that's beside the point. It's going to be a beautiful day. We're already getting into the purple hills of the Bentonite Hills, and I am looking forward to it. I have surely missed the desert. I currently live up in Salt Lake, so I don't get down here as much as I used to, but it's definitely good to be back.
The trail for the Bentonite Hills is not technical or difficult, but there are a few areas that are rough in stock vehicles. If you do the full Cathedral Valley loop, I'd recommend a vehicle with 4-wheel drive and some good ground clearance just in case. Speaking from previous experience, the road can be impassable from the clay if the trail is wet or snowy. This trail is for anyone interested in beautiful terrain if you have the proper vehicle. This landscape is so unique and you can't find it in many other places just because of the way the colors are layered so perfectly.
Well, that was a good little stop to the actual Bentonite Hills. I got to show Alan the main area for it. Got to take some cool pictures and videos. Ended up chatting with some random folk for a good hour or two, so time well spent. Gotta love the outdoors, a lot of like-minded people. Back on the trail, we're gonna head down to the beginning of, well, I guess end from our side, and go do a river crossing and then maybe let Tucker swim. And just like that, we finished our little circuit of the Bentonite Hills. Al and I are on our way back to Hanksville to grab some dinner, and then we'll go find camp and hopefully enjoy another beautiful night of the stars. if it doesn't get too cloudy. It is a little cloudy at the moment, but we're hoping they blow away, fingers crossed. You saw the water crossing at the end of this video. Do not take a rental car there if it's a Mustang. I'm not sure who thought it was a good idea, or sorry, I'm not sure why they thought it was a good idea to take a Mustang through that, but it's not. I would not recommend taking any low ground clearance vehicle through that water crossing to the Bentonite Hills. A rental car, that sucks. Probably hydro-locked. If you enjoyed this video, stay tuned for more. Plenty more coming up, lots of adventures, lots of off-roading. Thanks again to Torch Off-Road for collaborating with me on this video. Grateful for your support. Go check them out. Their link is in the website below. Thanks for watching.
Gear up for your next trail. Find your lift kit at torchoffroad.com. Want to be featured in the next trail review? Email us at cs@torchoffroad.com or DM us at torchoffroad.